Welcome back to my channel where I unbox, review, and even sometimes make my own figures. Today's a little different though because my workstation is horrible if you don't know, so here's an image of my workstation. It's really bad. As you can see there, it's half a desk. My printer's taking up half of that desk, so I basically only had like around 20 inches to work with, which gave me no space to work. You can also see a figure I have there. If you guys want to see me make that full figure, check out my video. As you can see, I have a horrible printer, but here's where we changed it all. I ended up buying some stuff. My budget originally was only 600, but we'll be past that. So right here, I bought this little incubator, which cost me 65 bucks. This is me showing off where the tube's gonna go because I need to insulate the new 3D printer I got. I'll talk about that later though, because I'm not gonna talk about that. If you notice that my hand motions are the same, it's obviously because I'm voicing over. I ended up switching those two support beams, like swapping them out because the little fumigator wasn't gonna fit up top. So with that leg there, so I had to swap them off. And I also plan on making a huge table going across, so I had to buy even more of those support brackets so I don't break the table. And in this top left corner right there, which I'm about to point at, is where I plan on making the tube run out, but that plan changes in a little bit. So here's me with the actual new desk here and some more stuff that I bought, which is the air purifier, the desk, all that stuff, which rounded up to 245 bucks from 65. I ended up going all the way, which I think the table ended up costing me 40 bucks and the incubator ended up costing me a little bit, something like that. Not the incubator, the air pure, not the air pure, the spray. Dude, I am just brain farting. Hold on. The airbrush. I don't know why it took me so long to figure out what it was called. My bad. This is me just like ranting about how it works. It's basically one of the really quiet ones. And as you can see there, it's a little cracked there because I messed up the cut and I ended up scratching my wall while doing this because I ended up messing up. But I managed to make it go all the way. Put the other one there. That 3D printer there doesn't stay there forever. But right now it's around 200 something dollars. I might change the price, 240. All right, weird little pivot, but yeah, to confirm, the total price is 245 bucks. And I need to end up patching up all this little mistakes that I made, the crack there, the big hole there, because it didn't fit through the door frame and ended up scratching my wall. An entire issue, you know, very annoying. Now looking at this side, I have my old printer here, which I do plan on getting rid of because it was just too slow, always made horrible prints for figures. Here's the fumigator up there now. Now it actually fits up there. I still have to paint the table and put the tube up, which I will be doing in a little bit. But to explain why I need this fumigator is because my printer doesn't really, you know, support that. You know what I mean? All right, now moving on to this. I've actually finally finished painting all the desk and it's fully clean. I ended up putting wood filler in there to make it look nicer so I don't have to, you know, do all that. But I put wood filler, painted it all over. Now I just have to throw all my stuff back on top of it, which I'll do in a second. Because, you know, I have to do that stuff. But the paint and all that stuff ended up costing me 265 bucks to fill it out and all that stuff. It's not that much, it's fine. So right now, for everything that I've gotten so far, which is, you know, the wood filler, the paint, the table, the leg supports, all that stuff, we're only currently at 265 bucks, which still under the first budget of only $600. Like I said, I completely blow past it. Camera's a little rotated for a little bit, but this is me showing a little crack in the back that just that and showing you guys what it looks like with all the stuff on it. Here it is. My bad, I had the camera upside down. As you can see there, I still have hella space there. That printer, I still had no idea what to do with it. I was thinking of throwing it down there since I'm never going to use it really, since I'm only going to be using the resin one. And I needed more space up top, especially for the other things I need to buy because I kind of forgot I needed a washing and curing station. So I'm debating on where I wanted it here, whether I should have it on top or bottom, but I'll show you guys where I decided on in a second. And I was thinking of drilling holes to the table to plug it in the bottom. All right, now here's the my little plan where I was talking about how I need LED lights at the top. And because these little LED lights I have here are really bad, I do end up buying LED lights later on. And I was debating on moving these pegboards somewhere else because I didn't really know what to do with them, but I needed them. And here was where I was debating on if I should have a pencil drawer in the bottom, which I still want, which I haven't bought yet. But so in the end of this video, I don't actually get a pencil drawer, but now that I'm rewatching it, I'm like, oh shit, I should have got that pencil drawer. It would have been useful. Right now looking at this part, I know the camera looks bad here because I did it the wrong way around, but this is me just showing off like, you know, what roller I used and how I'm going to paint it because I ended up scratching up the table a little bit after, you know, putting it there. It's fine. Now I have this huge ass box, which is actually my washing and curing station from Elegoo. I forgot what it was called. It's the Elegoo washing and curing station, Mercury XS, I think, which apparently you need this stuff for resin printers, so that's a little bit of a hint of what printer I ended up getting. It's a resin one, that's all you need to know. So here's a little bit of me unboxing it. It came really packaged. For a second I was worried that it only came with one of them, but it actually comes with both of them. That it's just because they're separate units, but you know, they come inside of each other. Here's the actual thing. The tube obviously we decided to put on the top, and here's the actual washing and curing station right there. This is the printer I ended up deciding getting. This is the Saturn 4 Ultra printer, which I love this thing because it gave so much, like everybody kept talking about it and how good it was, so I had to get it. The resin 3D printer, short times, you know, all that stuff. If you guys want a full video, I can show you guys later. I finally got it set up, and this is me actually showing you guys like the process of like file transferring, because it does have Wi-Fi. If you guys are wondering what figure I was printing, this is the figure. I do have a video already made for this that I will be uploading sooner, or soon, not sooner. I'll be uploading soon. This is the Fractured Jinx Arcane Dibolcomancer. If you guys want to build it yourself, but I do have a video on it. Now here's the almost finished results. As you can see here, I have my air spray there, my mask. Now that it's gone up to 865, as you can see here from the printer and all that stuff. This is the left side where the actual printer is, my mask, the gloves, all those things. Still not done yet because obviously I have some more stuff. Remember, my budget originally was 600 bucks. Here is the final results, where I have my mat here that I had to buy because I ended up ruining my table more with more resin pouring on it, my mask there, all that stuff. My LED lights that I finally bought because I needed way better lighting for when I was spray painting, which ended up pushing the total all the way up to $1,000 here. I know. Ouch. Trust me, it hurts me too. There's my isopropyl alcohol, my resin. Right now my budget's like, I just spent $1,000. My original budget was 600 bucks. I know. Don't ask me where I got the other money from because I don't have it. And here's the actual final results. As you can see, I bought a tablet there and mixed up the pegboard because I needed a tablet, since I realized I needed reference images and I wasn't going to print it, and I wasn't going to snap my neck around to look at my computer. So there's the thing, and there's the tray there. I also bought a little pot thingy for spray painting, but that pushed the total all the way up to $1,200. So there's the finished results. Here's another video I'm planning on making. Here's a little spoiler for the little Jinx, if you guys are wondering. As you can see there, I had LED lights. So if you guys are curious about this video, please check out my channel. Please like, subscribe, hit the notifications, and I hope you guys have a great day.